everyone, it's Barbara here. I'm gonna give you a quick demo of our Thareja AI platform. We are a platform for freelancers, freelance operations. We cover everything from contract to project management, to time tracking and with the screenshots and activity, to automated timesheets and automated invoices and global payout. I'm gonna start with our dashboard. Here's the quick view of everything that is happening in a day in your team, in your organization. It is divided by your personal data and your team data. So under your team, you're gonna be able to see the last activity and everything that happened in the day, how much money you spent, how many tracked hour your team had, how many active members you have. This is a very important part of our operations because when we start a day, we just come here and check who is available, who's already working, what the status of each project, each people, their activity levels, and where the people that are working the most during your day. And your personal dashboard, you have like your badges, everything. It's pretty much the same, but it's more like of on your part. And when you go to the top drop down, the organization drop down, you have highlighted the organization that you are connected. You have that active contract, right? Okay, you have your organizations, you have your settings items, and you have the download button to get our desktop and mobile application. Here is a quick button for quick actions, like you can create new task, new projects, new invoice, you can invite a new client and hire a worker. So every time that you add someone to your organization, that's where the contract compliance comes, right? So when you're bringing someone to work with we are bringing that compliance from the beginning. So when you're sending someone an invite to be part of your organization as a member, as a manager or accountant, we're gonna generate a SOW, that is a statement of work, and in that contract you're gonna have auto generated NDA and IP protection agreements that needs to be accepted by the invited person before they even start working with you. So we start the compliance from the beginning. So once you add the person's data and all the information, that invite will be sent to the email, and they're gonna go through onboarding and reading the agreement, making sure that all the payment, the pay rate, everything, the limits are defined, and they're gonna agree and they're gonna start working with you. So once we invite them, you can go to your member page, and you're gonna be able to see whoever is compliant, whoever agree with your statement of work, who agreed with your NDA, and with who you agree with your IP protection agreement, right? And then you're gonna be able to see all the information like their payment, their limits, and you can make some changes if it's something that you wanna do. If you wanna check that contract, everything is all the documentation is stored in platform for mutual protection, and that's ensure that the compliance, whether if you're hiring one freelancer or if you're going or scaling globally, everything it's compliant, right? So once you have your people, like your members and your clients to your organization, the same thing happen with your clients as well, right? So you sign your client, the client's gonna receive an email as well, and they're gonna go through the onboarding system. Once everyone is set up, you can start your project management. The project management, you can plan projects, set budgets, and assign tasks and milestones based on projects. So each project it's linked to a client, and each task is linked to a project. So once you have your project created, you can either go and create a new project right here, or you can go to that tab right there, and then you can add all the information, the people who's gonna work, and if you need to make any changes on budget, you have a drop down here and you can edit your project, the general change and the budget change based on time or money, and you can set up notifications or just block people to track time under that project. So once you have your project done, you have your project page and your boards, then you can move things around, as well as your project information that you can make sure that all that data is still added here for better management, right? Better planning, and you're gonna be able to see in real time who is tracking time and their like how is the progress and everything here. And as well, you can set up sprints with milestones. So each sprint you can have dates and descriptions, and you can assign tasks to those sprints. So when you have a task will be assigned to a member, to a person, and that task will be available on their time tracking for for them to start tracking, right? And all that data is gonna reflect right here on your project. You're gonna have some you have some interaction areas when with comments. Everyone's gonna have receive emails when any comment is made, and you can create subtasks as well. For project management, you for tracking time, you're able to track it on your desk, on your browser as well. The only difference when you track time using your browser is that you don't have activity levels and activity levels and screenshots taken. Those are only going to be available when you're using our desktop tracker. For Once you have all the data, if people start already tracking the time, creating the tasks, and we start receiving data into the application, so you can go to your activity page, and then you can see their time, their screenshots, their activity levels. Everything here is on top. You can search by person, right? You can search right here, and then you can see what their activity levels are, and you can click on them and make sure they are compliant, if they're on track, or if they are doing what they are supposed to be doing. And as well, we have app activity and URL activity as well on that fact. So once all the data, their time is tracked, they created a timesheet. It's an automated timesheet. So that timesheet is daily, and they will be submitted by the end of the week. So you can see your weekly timesheet, and you can select the person that you want to see, and if they have like a full week of a timesheet, and if the timesheet by the end of the day is not submitted manually, they will be submitted automatically. So the timesheets that are submitted, they will be sent to generate invoices. So each timesheet, it's a week of work, and if you are a manager, you're gonna be able to either deny or sign the submitted timesheet, and that timesheet will be sent to payroll. So once the timesheet is sent to payroll, you are going to be able to out generate invoices. So you go to financial, you can make payments, and you can either do a one-time payment and select the way of paying, or you can go to timesheets, select the timesheets that you want to process, and you can either mark as paid if you're not paying in the application, or you can pay using our system. So everything is predictable. Like if everything is tracked, is transparent, you don't have any difficulties managing your organization, because from onboarding your team, being compliant, to creating, managing their projects, to make sure that the time tracking, time sheets are correct, to payment, everything, it's one system.